YouTube? Crafting Cars here, happy Tuesday. Now, sorry, today's gonna be a little bit of a late upload. Life's been pretty crazy lately. But I guess starting out this video, I'll talk about what I did right in the beginning of the week. And that was fix an oil leak that I probably should have fixed a while ago on my daily driver. Some of you guys know my daily is a 2006 Honda CR-V Special Edition. I won it in an auction. I think it's been close to a year and a half now. And I love the car, I love it to death. One problem though is with those K24 engines, a common oil leak is the VTX Illinois. A lot of times if you get them hot or you can clog them up or anything, those VTX Illinois, they'll warp, the gasket will get kind of crusty, and then they leak, and then when they leak pretty bad. I've got my old one over here. It's still dripping. This is the old one. I've replaced the gasket on the mating surface before, but then after about 6 months, it started leaking again. So I ended up just buying a whole new OEM Honda VTX Illinois, and it's good to do that since you'll know that the mating surface is going to be completely flat, and underneath all the sensors, your O-rings are going to be fresh, and it comes with a fresh mating surface gasket as well. So went ahead and swapped that in. I won't go too in depth with that because that's not really the main focus of this video, but I'll put a little montage right here. Oh yeah, at the same time I swapped that in, I made sure to do an oil change as well. You know, it's getting about that time. The VTX Illinois replacement didn't actually go too bad. Since I had already done it before to swap out the mating surface gasket, it was nice to know beforehand what lines I had to move and where the bolts and everything were. But if you got a CR-V or Honda Accord, I recommend, or I think the best way to do it, or the easiest way I find, is to do it from the top. Last time I did it from the bottom, and then you're just kind of doing it blind, you're feeling for all the bolts. But if you go from the top, you get a good light source, and I'm pretty tall, but I still had to kind of climb up in my engine bay, kind of lay on top of my engine bay. You can kind of look right in between the firewall and your block. You get a good view of the VTX Illinois and the 10mm bolts that hold it in. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward to swap it out at that point. Alright, now for the meat and potatoes. Possibly the reason why you clicked on this video. I've got a new modification for my simulator today, and it's these guys right here. Now this is a simulator, sequential shifter, and handbrake. Now these are made by a company called Aiologs, or Aiologs, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. But they're out of Russia, and this is a small company, and this is the only product they make, but dang, they make a nice product. Let's go hook these things up to the simulator and take it for a test drive. So I'll be using the 2 threaded holes on the bottom plate of the shifter and the handbrake, and then I've got some hardware. I'm just going to feed it up through the bottom of the table. And hopefully it's tall enough to get in that hole. Yep. Get started. Feels good. This is what it looks like on the bottom. Got the 2 screws for each of those there, so nice, very simple. Okay, so we're gonna put this right here and take these little 90-degree brackets, put them against the legs, and mount it up like so. So those brackets down below do a good job taking care of the front to back movement, but there is still some side to side movement. So to take care of that, I plan on taking this steel strap here, screwing it in to the side of the table and the side of the simulator. Well, it seems like the brackets work. I can shift and pull the handbrake, and everything feels solid. So let's go ahead, hook up the USB cables, and see if we can get this going on assetto corsa. Now would you look at that? Setup could not have been easier. All I did was plug these in, and right away assetto corsa recognizes the shifter, shifting up and down, as well as the handbrake. So yeah, super easy. All right, so I got everything set up. What I'm going to be doing this time, so you guys get the full picture and the game looks really nice on screen, is I'll be using the Windows game capture to capture everything going on in assetto corsa with the sound and everything like that. And then I'll have my other camera set up, pointed at my shifter, handbrake, wheel, and maybe I can get my pedals in there as well. And then I'll overlap the videos, just kind of like if you're watching like a Twitch stream or something like that, with the two camera angles going on. And then I won't say anything because I don't want the audio from the camera and the actual game, you know, echoing and stuff. So I'll just wait till, I'll drive around for a couple minutes and then I'll wait till after I'm done driving and then give you guys the whole spiel on how I feel about the shifter and the handbrake and yeah, just the overall experience. But I'm super stoked. I've got a custom map loaded up here and a custom car. This is a JZX90 right-hand drive, and yeah, this is one of my favorite maps here. So I'm super stoked to try this out. Yeah, let's get right to it. all, that's the most fun I've had in a long time. These things are awesome. Definitely completely changes up the whole experience. One of the things I notice is I kind of have to adjust my driving style. Since I've been driving and doing these drift simulators for so long without the shifter and the handbrake, basically my drifting style has been mostly transitioning back and forth to build up angle and allowing using these high power cars, these 500, 600, 700 horsepower cars to get the end out and basically controlling my angle with throttle control. But now with these bad boys, it changes the whole game. So upshifting, downshifting, it's so much easier, so much faster now, and it feels great with the sequential shifter. I can't say enough positives about the sequential shifter. And with the handbrake, it really comes in handy on those tight turns where it's required to slow down, and if you have to slow down, shift down to first or second and do a tight little hairpin, handbrake really comes in handy for situations like that. Alright, so overall, I give this shifter and this handbrake 10 out of 10. The build quality of these Aiologs shifter and handbrake, phenomenal. I mean, the steel construction is nice. They feel super solid. The bracket and hardware they provide make it easy to bolt it up anywhere. The fact that they're literally just plug and play, I didn't have to mess around with Windows at all to get both these things working and working great, is awesome. And yeah, they completely changed the game for me. So, big fan of these. I'll leave a link down in the description. If you're building a simulator, I highly recommend you use it, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of drift or rally racing. Yeah. So overall, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Maybe in the future I'll be doing some more live streams. I've thought about doing maybe setting up a set of Corsa, getting a live stream software going, and maybe live streaming on YouTube or something. I think that'd be kind of cool to talk to you guys. But other news, we got merch and some big channel updates coming up pretty soon, so I'm kind of working my butt off, get all those out the door. And yeah, I think that's all I got for today. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye!